afternoon, everybody. It's Thursday, March 27th, and I'm back on the couch today, trying to get the background a little less bright so it's not so contrasty. Although I noticed that the video quality, once it goes on YouTube, degrades quite a bit. This is nice and crystal clear, and when I put it on YouTube, it's going to be all pixelated and grainy looking. So, you know, I don't know how the people in Vlogbrothers do it. I wonder if they have better editing capabilities or what. I'm looking at my picture now and it looks fine. Anyway, sorry, tangent. Hopefully I can figure out how to get a better quality video online. Let's see. I am officially 33 years old and being carded for wine at the grocery store still. So, yay, short people. And yay for the clerk at the store who's carding me. Gotta love that. Let's see. Thanks to everybody for the lovely compliments on the quilt. I was very excited about it, and I got it turned in on time, and the moms liked it, and they all chipped in to buy it as the end of the year present for the teacher, so it's been purchased, and they've got it. Best compliment I got was from one of the moms who, as soon as she saw it, went, "Oh, look at how straight the lines are and how flat it is." So, which is great, because those are the two hardest things for me to accomplish, and I managed to do it. I can see little minuscule flaws in it, but, you know, I ignored it as much as I could. I didn't point it out, the latent pattern that I ended up doing with the sashing around some of the squares, because I was concentrating on the inside of the squares, not the outside. But anyway, it was like a big giant Sudoku puzzle, trying to figure out what should go where. But I like how it ended up, and they like it, and that's what's important. And the teacher really liked it, too, so she'll be very excited, hopefully, to get that at the end of the year. What was I going to talk about? Oh, one thing I wanted to share, hopefully it'll come out, is this piece of artwork from Gail. Dan got her these little postcards, like watercolor postcards that you can draw on. So she drew, I don't know if it'll, oh, nope, it won't come out. Okay, she drew Superman. I'll scan it. I'll scan that and put it on there. And the other thing was, at the beginning of the year, now when I went to school, I went to kindergarten. It was private kindergarten at the time because kindergarten was not part of the public school system back then. And then went to grade school. Grade school, every year we got the class picture, right? And that's what we came home with well, actually the beginning of the year is when we took them, but we would get our class picture. Junior high is when they started doing yearbooks. Now, I went to junior high, it was 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. Most of the friends that I had did not get yearbooks our 7th and 8th grade years. It kind of seemed, it just seemed like, no, you get a yearbook at the end of the school, at the end of your attendance at the school. And so, and I don't know if it was just a money thing or just a thought, because for myself it was probably more of a money thing. But that was sort of the thought process. So for junior high, I've got one yearbook, 9th grade year. I went into high school with the same thought process, presuming that I wouldn't be able to get a yearbook, so I didn't even ask. And I didn't realize my friends would. So I don't have a sophomore year yearbook, which I kind of regret, but, you know, whatever. I do, I mean, I had people sign things, and so I've got like a stack of, like a booklet that I made of paper, and then I shoved it into my junior year yearbook, which I did get in senior year. So, but there, you know, it's a hefty purchase. So it was not something that I guess everybody got. And that was sort of the philosophy of the yearbooks that I grew up with. Gail's grade school has a yearbook. And granted, at the beginning of the year, and when we first registered for the school and did all of this class paperwork, you know, the medical forms and all this other stuff that you have to fill out, I volunteered to help on the yearbook. Now, just because I always wanted to do it in high school, and I didn't. Sophomore and junior year, I thought I was a little, well, I was in the band, but I thought I was a little underqualified for it. Senior year, I really wanted to work on the yearbook, but I didn't have access to a darkroom because they closed down, the fucking school closed down the photography department. And technically, they had the art school that I could have gone to, but I didn't know I was going to have a car my senior year, so I didn't sign up for it. And once I got a car, I was into band my senior year, and long tangent. So I didn't get to work on the yearbook staff in high school. So I thought, oh, this would be fun. I've got all these Photoshop skills. I can volunteer to work on the yearbook. I have not been called, so I'm assuming they don't need my help. Seeing as how it's the end of March, and school ends in April, May, June, 3 months, and you would think that a yearbook would have begun being worked on like in the very beginning of the year. And if they do call me, oh, Lord, they've got to be unorganized if they haven't started working on it yet. I don't know if I'd want to be part of something that unorganized. I don't need the stress. Anyway, I also now have determined that I think it's maybe a little bit ridiculous for grade school to have a yearbook, because it's grade school, and like specifically for Gail, it's kindergarten. And we got these slips in her backpack, and I automatically was going to just order one. It was a slip we had to turn in by Tuesday to order a yearbook, and I was automatically thinking I was going to order one, and then I forgot to put it in her backpack, and I kind of freaked out and thought, okay, I got to email the teacher, and I got to get this form over to the school. And then I stopped and thought, you know what? No, I really do think that I mean, she's going to have a packet of work that she's done all year, like a big giant scrapbook that her teacher is putting together of work that she's done throughout the year. I have photos of her at field trips, at parties at the school, at performances for the winter time, because, you know, God forbid we say Christmas break, winter break. The winter performance for the winter break thing that she did, Thanksgiving thing. I've got pictures of all of that I can do our own scrapbook of. Do I really need to purchase a yearbook? I mean, are we going to have 12? Is she going to have 12 yearbooks? 13, actually, if we count kindergarten? It just seems a little excessive. Maybe I'm a bad mom. I don't know. But I kind of feel like a yearbook of the memories from the entire grade school is a bit much for a 6-year-old who's completely, you know, at that age, you're myopic. You're unaware of what's going on outside of your classroom or even your hallway in the school. So, you know, it just seemed a little bit excessive. So we're not doing that. So it was serendipitous that I forgot to fill out the form, and, you know, or maybe I'm just being lazy. But I was just wondering if anybody else thinks that that's a little bit excessive to have yearbook. I mean, is that, granted, the parents are paying for it. They only print books that are pre-ordered. It's not like the school is footing the bill for extra printing or anything like that. But it's still, I wonder if that's an effective use of resources, given the state of the education in the United States, the current time. I don't know. Maybe I really do live in an affluent area. When I went to Seattle with Kirsten and she mentioned where I live, the look on the guy's face was like, oh, you're one of those. It's like, no, I'm not. But I'm surrounded by them. So it's kind of an interesting culture shock for me, I think. Anyway, I think that should be the end of the video because I'm seeing people pull up in my driveway now and I gotta go. And we're pretty close to the end of time anyway. So everybody have a good rest of the week. Happy Thursday. Have a good weekend. Hopefully spring will come soon. It has been below freezing overnight here, and they're saying that we might get snow. Which is bizarre, but if we do, I will blog in the snow. If it's snowing during the day and I have time, I will blog in the snow, or vlog in the snow. Otherwise, if it just happens overnight, it ain't happening because it would be too dark and grainy and the picture wouldn't come out anyway. So, have a good weekend. Goodbye, everybody. I will talk to you later on.